So it's tempting, almost reassuring to say this is just another moral panic. But it isn't, is it? There's something quite specific about the smartphone stroke social media stroke internet's relationship with a young mind. Never mind an old mind. It's tough enough for us sometimes to remember where reality ends and fantasy begins. But for young minds, there's something about this cocktail of technology and content that has created a really insidious world which some children can't get out of and some never visit at all. So what's that about? What is it about social media that is so dangerous? A simple question, which is whether or not you think it will work. I do. I've changed my view on this, thanks partly, of course, to Esther Jai, the mother of Brianna Jai, whose vicious murder was in some way spawned by social media access. But I also think that Esther Jai was driven by a desire to protect other children from some of the stuff that Brianna had to see and access on social media. If I was feeling pessimistic, if we were talking about bullying and things like that online, if I was being pessimistic, I would say, well, children will just find another way to bully each other. Children will always find another way to bully each other. But, you know, one of the things about going to boarding school is that if you get older and you're lucky enough to have a bit of therapy and realise the damage that boarding school can do to you, you realise the importance when we were young of closing the door at the end of the day. So one of the things about boarding school is that you never get to shut the door. You never get home. If you're getting bullied at boarding school, you're getting bullied 24/7. Of course, now, in the age of social media, that's true of everybody. Every child who is being exposed to unpleasantness or every child who is being pursued by their peers in an unhappy way has no escape. I know you could lock your phone in a box, throw it in the sea or something like that, but even then you'd know that there was stuff out there that other people could read and see that was constantly appearing about you. That sort of negative side of what they call FOMO, or fear of missing out, is considerable and real. And I mean, could you do that? Could you walk past a door in real life when you knew people on the other side of it were talking about you? You'd find it pretty hard.